Baby blues is a common, mild, and temporary mood disturbance that many women experience shortly after childbirth. It usually starts within the first few days after delivery and could last up to 2 weeks. It commonly can manifest itself through symptoms like mood swings, crying spells, restlessness, sadness, and the likes, while postpartum depression, on the other hand, also known as PPD, is a type of mood disorder that affects some women after childbirth. It involves feeling of extreme sadness or melancholy, anxiety, and exhaustion that interfere with a new mother's ability to care for herself and her baby. The main difference between PPD and baby blues is usually the intensity and duration of the symptoms and interference with daily functioning. It is also important to note that baby blues can easily transition into postpartum depression in an environment of poor social support or stressful life circumstances, complications during pregnancy or childbirth, and some other factors. Such was the case of Nenna, the lead character in Uche Montana's new movie titled Baby Blues. Hi Good Life family, what's good and welcome back to the YouTube channel. Welcome to a new video and a new movie review. As most of us can already tell, I am going to be reviewing the movie titled Baby Blues, currently showing on Uche Montana TV here on YouTube. You guys, it's been a hot minute since I made a movie review here on the YouTube space, but anyway, I'm back, so let's just get right into it. The movie stars notable faces like Uche Montana herself, Fredrick, Leonard, Paschaline, Alex, Cassandra Odita, and of course some other talented actors that I wouldn't be mentioning. The movie takes a deep dive into the emotional, social, and psychological challenges faced by new mothers, particularly focusing on postpartum depression. It follows the story of a young, low-class couple and how they experience and tackle complexities and unexpected complications of the journey as new parents. The wife, Nenna, portrayed by Uche Montana, experiences childbirth for the first time and was taken aback and weighed down by the physical, emotional, and environmental changes that came with this new experience, and this eventually led her to experiencing postpartum depression. The husband, Lutana, on the other hand, played by Fredrick Leonard, struggles with trying to balance the issue of learning and understanding the new changes in the personality of his wife, as well as supporting her through the phase. And all of this wahala ultimately leads to some tension and an emotional drift in their relationship. The story explores themes of love, mental health, kindness, and the societal pressures surrounding childbearing and mental issues. I particularly love how this movie aims at bringing the issues of postpartum depression, which is a mental health issue, to the limelight, considering that a lot of people, mainly in Africa and the world at large, to be honest, are genuinely very oblivious about it, including the victims themselves. I love how it also depicts the struggle faced by different parties to understand the issue and find a way to cope with it, and most importantly, how it depicts that there is nothing wrong in seeking for help as opposed to what a lot of people may think. I like that we as a people are gradually progressing to a point where we acknowledge that mental health issues are real and are experienced by everyday people. I also love how this movie depicts the importance of a good crowd, positive energy, and a good support system during times like this in a person's life. Don't we all pray, wish, and hope to have a wonderful mother-in-law like Lutana's mother, and a kind, understanding, patient, and supporting husband like Lutana, or even supportive friends like Buma's mom? Despite her ignorance, which we can blame on her illiteracy, we can still see that she was actually quite supportive in her own little way in this film. The movie was such a heartwarming one to watch for me. It was so realistic and it was relatable. I highly commend the little show of attention to detail here and there, and I must commend especially how spot on the casting for this particular film was. My goodness, the casting was the casting literally captured the essence of the characters, both in their appearance and their demeanor. And in simple terms, the actors fit perfectly into their roles. Like, every single person looked exactly how you would imagine the characters to look like. The one that stood out to me the most was Nenna's boss, who played the role of the therapist. Her calm temperament and warm personality, combined with the texture and tone of her voice, were so spot on for the role. Even her style of dressing, her soft, natural-looking makeup, her choice of hairstyle, everything just really cemented her into the character like she was actually born for it. I've never met a therapist or a psychologist in real life, but quite frankly, the actress really looks like what I would imagine a therapist to look like. I don't know about you, but I know she looks to me like someone I can talk to and tell all of my problems. Anyway, enough talk about how good this movie was. Let's proceed to talk about the individual performances of the actors. I honestly must point out that Uche Montana is really on fire this year with regards to showcasing her acting prowess and versatility in her craft, and I love it for her. She embodied her role as Nena in this movie so well. She really deserves her flowers. Leonard also did a good and commendable job in his role as the kind, loving, caring and supportive husband. Or what do you think? Paschaline Alex is one actress that I really love for no particular reason, but unfortunately, I don't really get to see her on my screen a lot. But whenever I do, she's always playing a supporting character or supporting role like this one, and you'd most likely always find her selling provisions in a store like this one. But she really did good in this movie as always. I like how natural she is in acting out her script and also freestyling on one or two things here and there, I noticed. I can actually say the same thing for Mama and the therapist, and considering how perfectly their natural look made them fit into their roles, there is really not much to say about their acting, because their natural look and their visual compatibility with the roles just basically did all of the work for them, so they didn't really need to do too much in their acting. But I love to also point out how typical Mama was with portraying the African mother role. Like, I felt like she did really, really good. I mean, they both did good. Most importantly, we can't go anywhere without giving the sweet little baby that played the role of Ngozi her flowers, because it's as if she knew and understood her assignments in this movie, with her plenty of crying here and there, and how she would just be shining her small little eyes throughout the movie like a torchlight, as if she knew that she was really here to cry and disturb her mommy. Overall, the movie was a good one. The casting was spot on, like I said before. The visual concept was in check. The direction as well as the overall camaraderie in this film was just impeccable. I love it. And for a rating, given that it was just a simple, straightforward movie with no complications or plot twists, but with a simple, solid message that was properly passed across, I think a 7 over 10 is fair or good enough. Or what do you think? Let me know how you rate this movie, and let me know how you feel or how you felt about the movie while watching it, and just basically share your general thoughts and your overall conception about the movie in the comment section. Like I always say, I'll be in the comments reading and replying to all of your comments. And with that being said, we have gladly and successfully come to the end of this particular movie review. Thank you so very much for sticking around and stopping by and staying up until this point. If you're here watching and you aren't subscribed to the channel, please do also click on the subscribe button to join the Good Life family. Turn on your notifications to get notified whenever I put out new awesome and amazing content like this. And until I come again to your screen next time, I remain your girl Mimi Nasike. Thank you so much for sticking around. I love you all dearly, and God bless you. Bye.